When last you guys were here on Icewind, the Rime of the Frostmaiden, it's been a couple of weeks, but I'll remind you all what happened. You had climbed to the very top, the peak of Kelvin's Cairn, after having visions of some sort of that being part of your path to defeating this evil that has befallen the land, this never-ending winter that many of the locals blame upon Ariel, the goddess of winter's fury. Upon climbing the mountain, you had learned previously about another climbing party that had been traveling to the top of the peak, led by a local guide who you had encountered's husband previously. Unfortunately, you found the bodies of many of this ill-fated group. One survivor remained that had been imprisoned by a group of Yetis. In fact, the family of a Yeti that you had previously encountered that had attacked a band of dwarven merchants that were traveling carrying dwarven iron from the Dwarven Valley into the city of Bryn Shander. You had slain that Yeti previously, now encountering the remaining family of said Yeti. The matriarch and children. One of the child Yetis, the Yeti Tyke, was kicking a halfling around in a cage made out of what you may now realize are Goliath bones that were the bones of one of her other party members that had been slain and beheaded, whose head you encountered in the Cavern of Bones, along with the head of the dwarf Ubak that you had previously found his body of, slain by the other Yeti.
Definitely didn't put that together.
Yeah.
That makes it a little bit more disturbing.
I mean, yes, I totally knew that.
You encountered said Yeti Tyke, and feeling sympathy for them, decided to incinerate it. And then
very humanely.
Then, yes, humanely incinerate the Yeti Tyke, and then encountered the matriarchal fury of said Yeti Tyke's mother. Electing to continue on your journey to the top of the mountain, led by a local guide that you had hired, thank goodness, or you would have clearly perished on the climb, you found yourself all the way to the top of said mountain. Upon the peak of the mountain, you indeed did find an artifact buried into the very peak of the mountain. A staff with a symbol of the god Palor, buried into the very snow that you valiantly managed to rescue, escaping with your lives, nearly freezing to death the entire way. Poor Leonard nearly turning into a robot sickle as you managed to descend back down the mountain. You managed to get back into town where you had previously met with the speaker of town, a dragonborn man who had been doing patrolling for missing things and invisible foes. A former adventurer by the name of Trovus, who had told you had been told no one knows the lay of the land better than Trovus in his adventuring days, but now had been taken by the drink. Apparently, invisible foes had been stealing jewels and crystalline artifacts and things of the like. In fact, one of the lanterns over the inn that you stayed in, an inn by the name of the Northern Light, named after the lantern that had been stolen by invisible foes in the night. Some folks blamed dwarves out of the Dwarven Valley that was nearby, but the local innkeepers at the inn that you stayed in, two sisters, they, Allie and Corey, told you, dwarves wouldn't do this. What would dwarves want with lanterns anyways? And dwarves are quite easy to come across and see. They would be caught immediately. You managed, however, upon return, more tracks had been discovered and more things had gone missing in the evening nights. You were able to follow said tracks upon Trovus's request. He had offered you free room, board, and shelter in exchange for helping him rid his city of these missing things. While you were in the town of Cairconig, you encountered a couple of other folks. While you were in the Northern Light, you encountered a man who claimed his cousin had previously been hired by a wizard that had found a tower in the buried in the glacier after overhearing you talk about buried cities and the like, said that that wizard had killed all of the people that he had hired to help him in order to keep his secret, but that his cousin had told him the location of said tower before he was murdered. The wizard was caught and executed. In fact, you all witnessed said execution in the city of East Haven, after they recognized him due to his walk, which was with a limp. And you caught a glimpse of this wizard and what he looked like as he was immolated in flames. Probably seared into all of your memories. You could see his face. He did not blink, did not make a move as he was burned to death. The man told you that the spire was somewhere on the Frosty Plains, and in fact gave you an exact location. Upon your return and stay back in the city of East Haven, upon your return back to the inn, he asked you, well, had you made your way out to the spire yet? And you said, no, you had business, and that you had been to the peak of Kelvin's Cairn. And he said, well, I wouldn't go there myself. And another one of his party members, as you were there, another person that was with him, in fact, said to you that he doesn't believe that it is the Frostmaiden that has caused the fate of the North. He believes that it is evil wizards from the Arcane Brotherhood, and the wizard that had killed the people that he had hired to find this tower was one of them. And in fact, he told you that he believes that a man named Valish Gaunt, who is apparently a leader of this band of evil wizards, was behind it all, held in a prison called Revel's End here in the North, which is kind of like Azkaban, an isolated northern ice prison. And he says, I know that Valish Gaunt's behind this, if anyone is. It's these evil red wizards. And someone ought to check him out and make sure that put a stop to all of it, basically. You took that in stride, but were told about new footprints in the snow and ice. And this time the footprints were more long-lasting, as there had not been fresh snow and a freeze had come over, and the tracks had frozen into the melted snow, basically. More easy to follow. And follow them you did. Back towards Kelvin's Cairn, but turning off into a valley, where it grew darker and darker and darker as you entered the valley. And as you approached, what you saw before you was a blocky stronghold, bereft of warmth or charm, juts out of the hillside in a rough crescent shape. Leonard, you wondered if this was the stronghold or one of the strongholds that you'd seen in your visions, and your mind said possibly. It fits some of the description, but you're not 100% certain. Only part of its construction is visible, the rest buried in the stone. A large double door of stone serves as the main entrance. Terrain leading to it is gently upward sloping, covered with fresh snow, and a stream used to flow out of a barred culvert northeast of the main entrance, but the waterway has frozen. Two other barred openings can be seen along the stronghold's northern wall. These are like barred windows, basically. And anybody that was positioned behind these would be able to see basically everything down the hillside. Closer to you, separated from the rest of the stronghold, is a snow-covered bunker perforated by arrow slits. And one of you noticed a shine of what looks like maybe mirror light or something that flashed you from said bunker as you begin your approach. And gentlemen, this is where I will bring you now. Let me set the mood.
And lady.
And lady. Ladies and gentlemen, let me set the mood of where you are at. One moment, please. The wind whips. Snow is blowing. The snow sort of crunches beneath your feet as it is somewhat frozen. as you all approach this stony fortress built into this culvert of the mountain. You all are back here, sort of huddled together. There's a small bridge crossing over the frozen culvert. The bunker that you could see is this structure right here. Okay, if that makes sense to you. With the dynamic lighting, I want to make sure that it's understandable. So this is the bunker. The double doors are right here. They're sort of leading inwards. They are large, like big double doors. And the sort of barred windows in the northern wall are up here. It is dark and bereft of light, but you did notice the sort of glint of something catch the faded light that is able to reach down here out of this bunker thing. The bunker thing is up on a hill, and it is about it's not like at ground level. It's probably like, I don't know, 10 feet up or something like that before you reach the arrow slits. What do you all do here? What do you think, Yutara? I think we're fucked.
I'm with you fellers.
See the shiny light?
Didn't we hear something over here?
Hold on, let me bring up the map again. Point where?
Over here last time?
Yeah, you saw a glint of metal, or of something that looked like a glint of something catch the sunlight, the remaining sunlight, inside maybe one of the arrow slits inside this bunker. Are any of you carrying lights, or are you all without light, or anything like that? Just in character, would you have a torch out or anything, or are you trying to approach this quietly and darkly?
With all that wind, I don't think the torch would be doing us much good.
Yeah, the wind is probably dying down a little bit as you sort of enter the culvert here. So
No, I don't think we'd have torches on us to
I would not
show our location
in this
Yeah.
sojourn, as it were.
Yeah. So there's a small bridge ahead of you that crosses over this frozen stream. The frozen stream heads out of like a barred culvert in the hillside where the double doors are. And you didn't hear anything, but you saw something catch the light, something inside like the arrow slits there. You don't hear, everybody can roll perception checks, I guess. And if you're trying to listen or hear things. Two, you have excellent perception. You don't hear anything. It's quiet.
Clearly because there are two of me.
Yeah, you have like full echolocation going on too.
Jokes aside, is my computer still being wonky, or are there two of me?
No, there's one of you.
Okay, I still see two.
There are two of you.
Oh, really? I only get one.
On roll 20?
Oh, on roll 20.
Oh, yes, on roll 20.
Oh, do I have two toots out? I have two toots.
There are two
Two
toots.
toots. Two toots.
Double toot. All right, one less toot.
Toot toot.
Yes, it's a toot toot.
See, when I hear that, I can't help but think of Major Payne.
Toot toot.
What a good movie, Major Payne.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
All right. So, you're all back here. Leading the pack right now, it looks like we have Ordella and Leonard. Ordella, you're at the front. So since you're at the front, Ordella, you're the one that catches the glint of metal or glint of something inside of the raised bunker over the hill. What do you do, Ordella?
I'm
You've been
gonna.
following these footprints, and the footprints continue on the path that you're on, leading towards the large doors.
Hmm.
Things have been missing, and they blamed dwarves or somebody, invisible foes that are taking things from town, and this is where the footprints have led you. What's Ordella do?
I'm gonna tell everybody about the glint if they didn't see it, and
Okay. So
I'm
everyone
gonna
is
suggest we go over there, check it
everyone is
out.
aware. So this will climb up this hill.
How high?
Each one plateaus is about 10 feet. It's about a 10-foot climb. And, it's totally about 30 feet up this culvert to get to this this thing. So you're about 30 or 40 feet, actually really probably 40 feet below it. So each one of these areas here, as you can see marked there, is 10-foot raise. Actually, maybe you can't see that. Hang on. Nope, you can't. But yeah, so it's like this here. I'll make it so you can see it. Nope, that fucked it up. Whoops, damn it. I need to stop doing things.
Stop
Shit.
touching it.
Yeah, I effed it up. My bad. Yeah, so each one of these levels here is 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
so
marked
like,
So we're like in a valley type thing.
Yeah, you're in a valley.
Okay.
There is at the you're in the valley, and it's about 40 feet up to the top here.
And how far is our other destination? Like,
I mean, it raises up the same distance to the door here. Each level of this is 10 feet up. So this is 10 feet. So like, here's 10, 20, 30, basically 40 up to the top.
I mean, if we're already going up, might as well check
You're-
this out.
You're at minus 40 feet. So you say want to head over towards where the light is glinting.
Mm-hmm.
How are you? How are you moving up there?
Walking.
I mean, direction. Are you just walking straight up to it, or what are you doing?
I mean, I don't fly.
Sure.
I
So
guess.
move your character token where. And are people coming with Ordella? Who else is going with Ordella?
yeah, I will go with Ordella.
I'm not
Okay.
sure the distance.
Yeah, we're not in
Okay.
initiative, so I'm just going to say
Okay.
like you're able to climb and haul
Okay.
yourselves up there. All right, so as you get to right there, all of you
Mhm.
pause for just a moment.
Okay.
And as you get to right there, you roll perception again.
Everybody
Oh, sorry, I accidentally clicked it twice.
or just Ordell?
Everybody can do it. Actually, I can screw this up.
Well,
All right, 1 second. Gotta fix this. All right. Oh wow, Harkus.
he
As
hears all and sees all.
Harkus hears all and sees all. As Ordella's
my
walking
pelt.
up and looking at it, Harkus, you see, as Ordella is sort of leading the party up towards where this something glinted at her, you see it immediately and have the chance to react before this happens
Uh-oh.
with a critical roll. You see a crossbow bolt.
Ah!
Oh wait, let me turn that off. That's annoying. Let's just get this. You see a crossbow bolt that sticks out of this arrow slit. You can tell that it looks like a crossbow, and it readies aim at Ordella, and you just have seconds or second before it unleashes a crossbow bolt directly at Ordella's face.
Ah, my
I'm
face.
yell down.
All right, you yell down, Ordella. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, please. Sweet.
Yeah, Ordella, as you roll a dexterity save, with a 19, I'm gonna give you +2 to your AC, as you're able to basically get half cover by ducking down really quick. Does 15 hit you?
No.
All right. So everybody, go ahead.
Oh, that is super loud.
Music's a little
Yes.
loud.
My bad.
Ah,
How's that?
a little bit better.
It is hard to tell.
Ah. Didn't.
Everybody can go ahead and roll initiative really quick.
I got a
Yes,
5. I
that's-
didn't put it in there.
Okay.
How do you get a 0 initiative?
I don't know.
I'm not going.
You have a
I'm
minus
just gonna
1.
sit back.
I think the cat rolled that one.
Leonard says I'm going first, and Cadillac says
Huh?
thanks. I'll sit this one out.
Ordella, you rolled a 5 initiative.
Yes.
All right. Don't like any of this combat music. See if we
I
get some
just
better
realized I think I've been muted.
Yeah, I saw
So-
your lips moving. I'm like, I think he's muted.
Yeah, so Cadillac must be a pacifist by nature because my initiative is a -1, hence the 0.
You're terrible.
War is terrible, Jeffrey.
I guess.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
That's what we'll call it.
But
War
never changes.
All right. Trying to find better battle music.
Yeah, that one doesn't go very well.
Yeah, it's just not good.
They like some K-pop or something.
Yeah, there we go. Some K-pop. That's what we need. All right. Up first in initiative is Toot. Toot, what are you doing? As you see a crossbow bolt fly towards Ordella, Arcus just screams down and it just barely flies over her head.
So, how high up is the hole that he's shooting out of?
About 10 feet.
Okay.
From where you are, about 20 feet. Because it's a 10-foot ledge up to the thing, and then the bunker is like 10 feet high.
Okay, and I can't really see him, right?
No. In fact, you didn't even see the readied crossbow bolt. Only Harkus, just for whatever reason, caught a glint of the bolt in the light before it flew out at Ordella.
Are we doing this? Are we fighting them? Or are we trying to talk to them? I look back at the other people, or everybody else.
They shot first, so
I see Durgar in the initiative window, so I don't think we're going to have much.
Okay, so I
Look,
just hear Ordella say, well, they shot first, and I just point forward, and I'm going to cast Shatter through the, arrow hole, in the center of the little thing.
Okay.
And if the rest of them
Love
didn't
it.
know we were here, they do now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. Is that a saving throw? Or
just burn it down.
Yeah, it's a con save, and it's a 10-foot radius, and I'll try to center it, as far into the thing as I can see.
Okay. I love it. 19.
That passes, but they still take half.
Okay. You hear a and there's just this massive shattering explosion, and rocks and things begin to fall down, And yeah, you see some lights that all of a sudden appear in the northern ledge windows up here.
Okay, and this is technically a ledge too, right?
Yes, 10 feet up from where you are. So
Okay. So I'm gonna rush up to it and try to use it for cover. I can't
Yeah.
technically hide, but yeah.
Yeah, you could run right up against it and like be underneath where the arrow slits would be able to like fire at you.
Okay.
Leonard, you're up.
All right. I'm going to move to here. Well, I can sort of kind of see this dude. Can I actually see this dude?
Not really. The thing's about 10 feet up from you, and there's arrow slits there, so you're about 10 feet below where those arrow slits are.
Okay, do I see a way in from where I'm standing?
No. It's made out of solid stone. You don't see any way in.
Okay.
The arrow slits are probably, realistically, the arrow slits wouldn't be at the very top of the thing. They would probably be at about like head height. So like, you could probably get up and peer into the arrow slit. Whether that's a good idea or not is another question. But
All right, I'm gonna move up and peer into the arrow slit to see if I can get a bead on somebody for a cast.
roll me perception. You catch the glimpse of a figure, a two-legged humanoid-shaped figure that is in the room that appears to be sort of scrambling around after this massive shattering kaboom has happened in there.
All right, I'm going to firebolt in his general direction.
Okay. Do
Does
it.
that need to be disadvantaged?
No. That's a hit.
10 fire damage.
And fire roars through the arrow slits into the room. Harkus, you're up.
I'm gonna try and move up here as well by Leonard and see if I can sort of see him as well.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna stand right on top of him.
Yeah, you're able to climb on top of Leonard's shoulders like a small child
No.
at a concert that can't see.
Dad, let me at it.
You scramble up Leonard's metallic shoulders.
Like a tiny baby, you were able.
Tiny baby.
And you're
Tiny
able
green
to
baby.
able to peer into the arrow slit. Yes.
And then I'm going to fire my short bow at him.
Okay, you're firing a bow into an arrow slit. Got it.
Yes.
That'll be a hit. Nice. Okay, it's his turn.
Do I get to shoot
Leonard.
a short bow twice?
Short. You have second attack.
Yes. I have 2 attacks at 5th level.
Then yes, it's not a crossbow.
No, it's a short bow.
So yes, you can fire twice.
Doesn't matter.
That's a miss.
The thought
Harkus
that
and
counts.
Harkus and Leonard, you two roll perception.
Perception. 11.
Okay, Harkus. Harkus, you see just the littlest bit of what looks like a trap door or something activate, and the figure that you thought you saw before, you don't see in there anymore.
Okay. I'm going to shout, escape hatch.
And Ordella, you're up.
Let's see. I'm going to run up and around and see if I see another way in or out. Any other arrow holes, windows?
No. Are you circling all the way around this bunker?
I guess as far as my speed,
As far as your
let
movement
me.
will take
Yeah.
you? Where are you moving to ultimately?
I guess around this side.
Yeah, just place your token wherever so I can tell
Okay.
you what you can see.
All right.
Are you climbing up on this ledge with the bunker, same level?
Yeah.
All right, so you're like up here then.
Okay.
You don't see any other entrances from your current vantage point.
Okay.
There are arrow slits there. You can peer into them. You can take the dash action. What are you going to do?
I dash. Okay.
You can dash and double your movement, or
Okay.
you can do an action.
Okay. I guess I'll dash. Like, go further.
Okay, where are you going? Around the bend. Double your movement, so you can go a little further.
Okay.
Okay, so you're running that way. You don't see any other entrances from where you're at.
Okay.
The back side, there's no back doors or anything at all that you can see. You're up on top of this ledge now, and you do start to notice a little bit of light in through the barred windows carved into the mountainside here.
Okay.
Cadillac Granite Guts, you're up.
Or is
Okay.
he?
Or is he?
I am going to go to this side, and that will require going into my dash action. I use a bonus action to ignite the head of Dusk Crusher, and I use the Brilliant Radiance to cast a uncompromising glare on the side of this bunker, and I'm going to attempt to use my stone cunning to find any imperfections in the stonework or signs of age that may have weakened the wall.
Oh yeah. Okay. Roll me stone cunning. Take advantage. I think this is history.
Okay.
I'll give
You
you
said
advantage for
advantage?
stone. Yep. 16.
Not bad.
No, not bad. It is made out of solid stone. You see no doors or anything else. As you're circling around it with the uncompromising brilliant light of this godly hammer, this hammer made out of radiance, you do notice some weakness in the far arrow slit nearest Ordella, as this appears to be some sort of old fortress carved into the stone here, and it seems to have been weakened perhaps by some sort of recent shatter spell. But the nearest arrow slit on this side is weak.
Okay. I yell what I've observed to the rest of the group because I will not be able to get around there.
Okay. There are no active enemies right now, so although it's a tense situation, I'm going to take you all out of initiative for the moment. We're going to keep these same initiative rolls, though. And you all can tell me what you do. I'll move quickly to Toot to give him the opportunity to act, and then we're sort of movement, restrictions and those sorts of things are off for the moment.
Yeah, does it look like it would be beneficial to be on top of this thing? Like, does it lead into the rest of the fortress?
You can't see any entrance into the fortress. You did hear Harkus just yell escape hatch. So
Okay, but
maybe
it doesn't,
Toot thinks
this isn't like a tower or something. This is a tunnel into the rest of the fortress.
It's like a bunker that seems to have a tunnel inside it, that maybe the tunnel inside it leads into the mountain.
I mean, okay, so Cadillac just said that wall is weakened. Do you want
on the far side over here?
Right. Do you want me to try another shatter? And I look directly at him whenever I say that.
Bombs away.
Assuming there are no objections, I'll cast another shatter in there and see if I can open it up.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll damage. right, we're just going to assume it takes double the damage and it fails automatically. Yeah, 2 of the arrow slits sort of crumble together and fall down. And there is an opening that Ordella can now easily see into here. I'm going to freehand this open so you can see what's fallen here, okay? Fallen down and fallen down into the thing. You're able to see in now. Leonard, you would be up next in initiative. Toot just blasted a hole in the thing. What's Leonard doing?
Going inside.
Leonard, you climb inside the thing. You see a hatch that leads downwards, and not much else in here. There was a bench that whatever guard this was sitting on, and there is. How closely are you inspecting the room?
I am going straight to the hatch and inspecting it for traps.
Okay. All right. Roll me investigation.
Woo! 25.
With a 25 investigation, Leonard, you notice that there is a little spring attached to the hinge mechanism there that seems like it, to your artificer mind, it wouldn't be necessary for the hinging.
I'm going to try to take it out.
Okay.
To disable that spring.
You have tools?
I got all the tools.
Always have tools.
Yeah.
Roll me.
Did the trapdoor take any damage during both shatters, or?
To Leonard's 25 investigation, it didn't seem to.
Okay.
Leonard, this is going to be a dexterity check. You can add your proficiency bonus to use your tools to disarm traps. So dexterity plus your proficiency. So like, I think y'all are +3 proficiency.
Yep, +3.
So roll me dexterity +3. 18. 21. Yeah, with a 21, Leonard, you are able to use your tools to sort of clip and disable the spring. And as you do so, out of the sort of an area, a wooden area behind the trap, it looks like there was sort of a button you had to push to open it upright. A arrow that looks like maybe a poisoned arrow kind of clicks out of place to where it would have fired directly at whoever had opened the trapdoor.
That is the one time in 2 years of Dungeons and Dragons that I have thought to check for traps.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I thought you were just going to rush in, throw open that door, and have a poison arrow hit you in the face.
That is usually what I would do, but I was like, he scampered down this trapdoor awful quickly, but...
Yeah, so you've disarmed the poisoned arrow trap on the trapdoor.
I'm just going to let everybody know that there was a trap, just to get credit for disarming it, 1. And 2, to raise the possibility of traps in people's minds, because you don't think about a trap till you're caught in one.
You sure don't. No one ever does.
No.
All right, Leonard. Harkus, you're up now. Leonard has screamed, "Trap! Disabled!"
All right, well, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to meander my way into the trapdoor.
Okay. You're going in the trapdoor. Ordella, what are you doing?
I'm following them.
And Granite Guts, what are you doing?
I am entering here.
Following Harkus down the trapdoor.
You betcha.
And lastly but not leastly, Toot following along.
Yes.
All right. Then collectively, I'll move you all to where the trapdoor leads, with Harkus leading the way. The trapdoor heads down and leads into a tunnel. It starts to ascend and comes out another trapdoor that was not trapped. I'll just give you that. Into this small triangular shaped room. And yeah, that's what you all see as you enter here. I'll give you a little bit more. There are piles of equipment pushed against the walls of this room. In the southern end of the chamber, an opening reveals a route leading underground that you just came out of. The piles of equipment.
Do we hear anything?
Roll me perception. Yeah, Cadillac, you hear the hustling sounds of strange, like chattering. It sounds somewhat stressed, you'd say. It's like in language that you don't really understand.
How loud is it?
Pretty loud.
Okay, so I turn around and I make the motion to everybody to be quiet.
Yes, Leonard, as Granite gets his turn on going,
What
as if you're going to
Dwergar
sneak
speak?
now. Huh?
What do Dwergar speak?
That's a good question. What languages do you have?
Because I have Common, Deep Speech, Gnomish, and Primordial.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't know if any of those are relevant because I don't know what they are. I picked them because they sounded cool.
Good choice.
Dwergar, the language that they are speaking, you do not understand. Leonard, you speak Dwarvish?
No, not at all.
So Granite Guts catches a few Dwarvish words mixed in there, but it's like a dialect of Dwarvish that Granite Guts doesn't really understand. You're a dwarf, right, Granite Guts? Yes. That you don't really quite understand. You can roll history if anybody knows anything about languages.
Nah. No, if I don't understand it readily, I'm not going to try harder.
If any of you have studied languages or had like known anything about languages, Granite Guts, you may have been exposed to different languages. Feel free to roll history and see if you know what they're doing, if you like.
I'll try. Okay, so because I'm in an order that had many different races, so
yeah, go ahead and roll
there's a
history.
chance.
All right. So with a 12, what you get is that there are some Dwarvish words in there, and the one Dwarvish word that you got was invaders, or like attackers, invaders, something that sort of means like they know you're here. Mm-hmm. And then what you understand is the rest of it is speaking something that would be you would understand to be undercommon. But you don't know anything that like what undercommon is. It would be like the language that was spoken in the Underdark, a Dwarvish variant of an undercommon variant of Dwarvish.
Can I distinguish a round number of, like, are we talking 2 people or 2 voices, or are we talking
with a 17 perception, 2 to 3?
2 to 3. Okay. So it's not like a platoon of 20.
There's not like 20. There's not like 20 voices in there. There's
and
good. There are rushed actions that are happening. Like there's activity happening
right
around the bend.
Can I take a moment to recall A Tale from Beyond?
Yeah, this is the exact time that Toot is like, just a moment. I remember.
This reminds me of a story.
I remind. This is
Picture it, Sicily, 19.
Yeah, Toot, go ahead. Tale of the Traveler. I remember this time I were traveling, and it was just like this. Talking undercommon. That reminds me. You're basically you're like that Pepperidge Farms guy. This reminds me of a time when I was traveling. They were speaking undercommon.
Except for its exact quote of someone telling the same story.
Yeah, in their voice. All right. Leonard, what do you do?
I'm gonna try to peek around this corner.
Okay. Stealthily or just moving out there?
Stealthily.
Roll
like
me.
I'm trying not to be noticed peeking around this corner. And
yeah,
I see
roll me Roll me a
that
stealth
I
check.
might be noticed. Yeah.
Okay. As you peek around the corner, you're not noticed. You can move forward a little bit if you like.
Okay. If I'm not noticed, I'm going to stand here.
Yeah.
And
So
cast
what?
Shatter.
So what you see before you're there is you see a couple of grayish-looking dwarven figures wearing armor. One of them, there are two that you can see, one, and then you can make out the other one. And they are shouting at maybe a third that you can't see. And they appear to be desperately sort of peering out through those barred windows, presumably looking for where you guys went.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm
there is
definitely gonna
also
cast right there.
there's also commotion happening further into the room in the dark. So you're casting it right where?
Right here.
Okay.
Shatter.
Shatter. And that is a
Shatter.
con save.
That is a DC 14 con save.
Okay. Con. You get one fail out of that bunch.
All right, so one of them takes 20 thunder damage. The other two take 10.
Holy shnikes. As a tremendous kaboom happens in the room. And I don't know if Shatter gives them like direction as to like where it came from exactly, but they're certainly looking around for you now. And they have dark vision as they see you standing there. Like, I don't know if you're like pointing.
I'm like peeking around the corner.
And like you're like finger gunsing Shatter.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead now. You all have initiative rolls. We're going to re-enter initiative as these guys are going to roll their initiatives now. Let me roll them up for them. Oh, shoot. That did not track. Hang on. Dadgummit. That did not track like it was supposed to. Just gonna re-roll that. 11. No valid token. Why is no valid token selected? Alright, whatever. We're just gonna add it manually. You ought to be able to just I think you should just be able to right-click on them and have it say roll initiative. It'd be a hell of a lot easier. We got 11, 11, 7. All right. Top of the order going down. Toot, you're up. We just cast Shatter into the darkness, as far as you can tell, and you hear panicked voices and lots of fussing and screaming.
Okay. I'm going to dart out here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have no idea. So I didn't think we were going back to the top of the order. I thought we were going where we were at.
I can pass you.
No, you're good. You're good. So if I poke my head out here, I'll go like right in front. How bad to the 3 that were just hit look?
It is. You don't have dark vision, do you?
No.
So what you can see is you can really only see, I think, maybe 1 or 2. The others are really faded. Taking some damage, but doesn't look too bad off.
Okay. I don't want to blow all my spells, but I guess I'm going to. Right there near where the first one's at. I know that there were multiple because we could hear them. So I guess centered on the first person that I see. Can I cast Sleep?
Sure. What level?
Just first level.
Okay. First level, 5d8.
That did not do what I wanted to do. There we go.
22. Oh, dude, it was so close. At a higher level, probably would have done it. But sleep does not happen here.
Oh.
Not
Okay.
at first level.
Well, I'm just gonna dart across the room and hide in the corner.
Okay. Leonard, you're making finger guns at them. They've all noticed you. Toot tried to sleep some of them.
Right. I'm going to again cast Shatter in the same spot.
So you're just kabooming.
Uh-huh.
All right. This is a slightly lower level then. We got 2 fails this time.
All right. So 2 of them take 12, one of them takes 6.
All right. We're gonna make the one that got hit hard for take the full. And we got 12.
And then I'm going to move back here.
That's 12. All right. Harkus, you're up.
All right. Well, Arcus is at first going to move up here, size up the situation, and then I'm going to fire my short bow at that guy right there in the front
Okay.
a couple of times.
Miss. That's a hit. Piercing. And it's their turn.
And then I'm going to dart right back here.
Sure. Okay. I don't think any of you are looking into the room right now. You're all hiding. Bravely hiding. As this next thing happens. Rounding the corner, all of a sudden next to you, Harkus, is a gigantic dwarvish looking thing.
Man,
A gigantic dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
So
And as it rounds the corner, it looks at you and it just goes and it brings down this giant pick on top of you. 19.
and this is how I die. Yes, that is.
no.
That is 8 piercing damage. And it does it again. 12 is a miss.
Nope.
Yep. Okay. The other one ran into this room and is going to pick at Toot. 23 hits for 17 piercing damage on Toot. And it does it again with a 20 for 7 piercing damage on Toot.
Okay.
And Ordella, you're up.
I'm gonna run up on this one closest to me
Mm-hmm.
and get him with my great axe.
Yes,
Of course it is. Ooh, but I get 2 attacks.
you do.
Sweet. Do it again. Yes.
That's a hit.
Yay. 14.
Cadillac Granite Guts with 0 initiative, but a giant flaming god hammer is up.
Okay, so with this back guy here, busy attempting to turn Ordella into pudding. Can I scoot around them to get to the back side of them?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything for that?
Yeah. You're trying to climb underneath the giant dwarves' legs.
Well, I want to attempt to like quickly scoot between them and get to and get around them to right here.
Yeah, you're staying in their threatened zone, so yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
There's no flanking though here, so I don't run flanking rules, so you're not going to get advantage from attacking from the flank.
All right. So I hold Dusk Crusher in front of me, and then I say, let's see, what do I say? My goodness gracious.
Dusk Crusher speaks to you as you hold it, and I think it says something along the lines of, "May the light of Palor outshine the darkness of this world. Use me to bring back the light."
Good enough.
And what magic words do you say to bring out Dusk Crusher?
So that's what I was trying to think of, because
Please just let it be light 'em up and start dancing around.
no, I want something that has to do with sort of like, nature, like it's from
let there
from
be light.
from the light of the sun to the deepest caverns or something like that. In any event, I activate this thing.
Here comes the sun.
Yeah.
And
like
so
that. We'll do that.
Morning time.
that is going to be the equivalent of Sunbeam, which will be 6d8 radiant.
Holy shit.
In a 5-foot
Wow.
wide, 60-foot line, which will go into the.
You're able to do this once a day, right? I think.
No.
Burn it down.
On a success, have as much damage. You can create a new line of radiance until the spell ends, and the spell is 1 minute.
Holy shit.
So, and then it has to recharge, obviously.
But the charge time lasts a day, right?
A day, correct.
So you're basically able to cast this really high level spell, but once per day.
Correct. So this is me taking this thing out for a test drive.
Yeah.
So, right. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and roll for that. What did I say? 6d8.
Sunbeam spell. They all make a con save, and I think the con save is DC 15. So these guys are gonna try to resist the radiant power. You got 2 of them here, and the first one crits his con save. The second one rolls an 18, so they both pass.
On a successful save, half as much damage, and they aren't blinded.
Right. So each of these dudes is going to take 14 radiant damage as your beam of holy energy just blasts through them. It looks like the Care Bear stare from hell.
I don't want to be the math guy, but I think it's 12.
12. All right. Yeah, you are the math guy. Thanks, math guy.
Are you going to rule this as an attack?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I flip the hammer over into my other hand, and I say,
No.
You don't
get to do this.
It
You
says
don't
I
get
can
second.
do it again, and I get 2 attacks.
No.
I'm okay. I'm typing it up now.
No. That is a melee attack.
You
that you
just
get to do
said
twice.
you ruled it was an attack, and I get 2
No,
attacks.
no, it is not.
So
No
technically,
sir.
takesy backsies.
No, sir. That is no, sir. That's not how spells work.
Goodness gracious!
But what
sakes
happens?
alive.
But here's what happens: the one that's nearest to you, the giant dwarf that's nearest to you, he just explodes, just poof. And pieces of him turn to dust and ash, and just start falling down to the ground. That scene in the Terminator when the people get hit by the nuclear bomb and they just turn to dust immediately and then fall apart. That's what happens to the Dwergar that's nearest to you. And there is no Dwergar body left.
Roll
it is
for
just there.
Icky.
In fact, as you're looking at it now, you see a very nice set of dwarven scale mail armor laying on the ground that was in this armory here that now the Dwergar ick is all over. Toot, you're up. You just watched Granite Guts unleash the sun.
And
yeah.
so did the guy you're fighting. So his morale is low. Get him now.
Yeah, about that. Toot's pretty weak right now. So
Toot
bonus
just got hit with a
action.
big pick.
Yeah, bonus action, Misty Step. Bye-bye. I'm just going across the room and getting away. Action, Harkus, how bad are you looking after those hits?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm like 35. I'm fine.
Okay. What's your AC, though?
43. I only got hit once.
Your AC?
Oh, no, 15. Sorry.
Okay. Well, just for shits and giggles, because I want to do something useful, I'm going to go ahead and bestow to you the Tale of the Traveler that I just got. So it increases your AC by 1, and you also get temporary hit points equal to... you get max. So 8 plus 5, so you get 13 temporary hit points. And your speed is increased by 10.
Nice.
I'm about to kill a dark dwarf.
That's really very good.
Uh,
I've got 4 attacks with your name on it, little guy with a beard.
And that is all I'm doing with my turn.
All right. Leonard, you're up.
All right. I'm going to look at the big gentleman who is still standing in my range of view and attempt to firebolt him for 10 fire damage.
That's a hit and does 10 to him. He sort of lets out a "Urgh" as that happens, but is still alive. Harkus, you're up.
All right, well, with my double-handed quarterstaff, I'm going to slap at him twice. Oh, whoops, hold on, hit the wrong one. Hold on.
Uh, 10 is a miss. Well,
No,
hang on.
the 10 was, I rolled
25 is, yes, 25 is a hit.
Is the
8
25
damage.
is the actual attack.
Yeah, that
For
hits.
8 damage.
8 damage.
All right, and then I'm going to swing at him again.
Okay. That hits.
And then I'm going to do some more bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you're just like waylaying on him.
And then
Key points for punches.
seems like a couple of flurry of blows time.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, roll it. Oh, my Jesus. Really? 6? Oh.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I get to hit him again.
Yep.
Don't worry.
All right,
We're
that
all right.
hits.
We're all right. Oh, come on.
Ah.
All right, he looks really bad and bloodied as that happens. As you've punched him, you're sort of behind this culvert. He's injured, bleeding out of his eye sockets. He's going to swing this giant pick down on top of Ordella.
Of course.
I mean, you're the only one sort of there.
Yeah.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
He misses with both of his attacks. All right. Ordella, you're up.
All right. I'm going to swing at him with my great axe again. And
It's a
fail.
critical miss.
Do it again.
That is a miss.
I failed.
Cadillac Granite Guts, you're up. You still have the sun out.
Don't let the sun go down on me. Wow.
Okay, Cadillac, it doesn't matter if he saves. So describe to me how the
Obliterate.
sunlight obliterates this giant dwarf dark dwarf.
I guess he just explodes into dust like the other guy did.
Yep,
he just
poofs.
Yeah, I guess he makes some sort of like ironic, like high pitched eep sound or something.
And then just goes. Yeah. Okay.
Or Della needs a shower.
All right.
All that dwarf goo.
Yep. There's dwarven goo. Things are sort of quiet in here now. Toot,
Okay.
You're up. What are you guys doing? I'm just sort of keeping you in initiative for dungeon exploration.
I mean, Toot's staying in the back and following everybody else because he's not looking great on hit points, and he's probably more valuable healing people from the back of the room
so
right
Toot's crouching in the back, waiting for someone else to take the lead. Leonard, what are you doing?
Walking this way. I can probably get to about there.
Okay. Harkus, what are you doing? As you leave this armory room where there are...
Can I grab this dwarven armor that was laying on the ground? Where
yeah, how closely are you inspecting the room? Or are you just grabbing that armor?
Well, I'm gonna grab the armor and then I'm gonna check the place out.
Yeah, so there is a suit of scale mail. It's fairly nice. It's dwarf sized, so it wouldn't fit you. Roll me an investigation check real quick.
Okay.
Leonard, I'm going to hold you out of initiative. Are you continuing to walk forward into the other room?
Man.
You see some random picks and shit. Leonard, you can hold right there for just a moment. Or Della, what are you doing?
All I want is a flame tongue. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Can I look around too?
So what you see in the room are steel shields, war picks, javelins. Roll investigation, or Della.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a really nice suit of scale mail shaped for dwarves there. There is a really, really nice, really nice short sword that's buried in the mess of junk.
Okay.
So that's the nicest thing you can see. It's got sort of jewels encrusted into its hilt, which if it's not something special, it's like a masterwork at least.
Okay.
Okay, so Ordella, you're doing that. Granite Guts, what are you doing?
Okay, so I slowly but surely perceive the light beginning to dim from the shaft of the hammer, because the whole thing, when it's activated like this, it just radiates and glows sunlight.
It's been about so it took all of like 12 seconds to do that, but you've only got like 40 seconds left of that before it's starting to fade out.
So I'm going to charge into this next room and make sure that the whole space is secure.
Okay.
Is this a window or a door on the other side?
There is a door here, and there are windows here. Before you do that, this cycles the barrier. Toot, as yours, I'm going to give you the opportunity here. Toot, as you're seeing people moving in, are you still crouching back there, or are you moving up into the other room? So that's where Toot would go. All right. As the two of you enter that area, all of a sudden, out of what you couldn't see before and unmoving, invisible giant dwarven creatures appear into visibility again and bring down giant picks upon you, Leonard, and you, Cadillac Granite Guts, as they just come down waylay on you with advantage. We got terrible rolling, 14 and 12, even with advantage on top of you, Granite Guts, and Leonard. We got finally one hits, 21.
That'll do it.
But that only does 5 piercing damage, so their surprise round is somewhat wasted. And 2 invisible giant foes have appeared before you all. And Toot, you see this. We're at the top of the order in initiative. What do you do, Toot? As these two just appear out of seeming invisibility and just bring their picks down on top of your friends, although they manage to hold them off in armor, although one catches Leonard on the shoulder, maybe. They can turn invisible! What does Toot do?
Sorry, just realized I was still muted. Am I able to put them in a 20-foot square and not include either Granite Guts or Leonard? I mean, it looks like they're larger creatures than both of them, so I think I can.
Yeah, you can do that.
Perfect.
You're able to draw a square with them in it, but not Leonard or Granite Guts.
Okay. Can I get a dex saving throw? I'm attempting Fairy Fire to try to give everybody advantage on trying to hit them.
One of them looks like it's probably Fairy Fired. We will say the one that's on top of Leonard is Fairy Fired. I'll put a purple dot on him.
Okay, and then I'm darting out of the way and hiding.
Leonard, you're up. This thing's glowing now, so it's a glowing giant visible dwarf that just smashed its giant pick into you.
All right, I am going to take a move to here, like there.
Yeah, you need to stay within its threatened range.
Yeah, my intent is to stay within its threatened range and cast Thunderwave.
Okay. Love it. Con save. Passes. Does this Thunderwave hit Granite Guts?
No, but it should hit the other Dwergar too.
How is this not going to hit the other Dwergar and not hit Granite Guts?
Because it's a 10-foot circle around me.
Oh.
And Granite Guts appears to be 11 feet away.
Oh, okay.
10 feet and 3 inches.
Oh no, it's a 15-foot cube.
Oh, no.
Granite Guts, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Gosh darn it. Do I need to? I can.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
both of the
have
Dwergar
mercy.
pass.
Uh-oh.
Okay, con save. Here we come. Oh no! Oh no!
All right, roll the damage, Leonard. It's 12.
Roll that beautiful bean.
I think we should do the D&D 1 rule. So if this is critical damage to Granite Guts, who's surprised by it. Granite Guts takes 24 damage.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
So
I'm not going to do
It
that.
is 12 damage and 10-foot pushback for Granite Guts. It is 6 damage to the other two.
Okay.
Okay, so what was that damage again? I'm sorry.
12.
12.
And Granite Guts is pushed backwards. Leonard, the other option is that it does not emanate from you exactly. The other option is you could, instead of taking Granite Guts, you could arrange this so that you have to make the saving throw.
No,
You would rather do it
Thunderwave
yourself.
emanates from you.
Oh, it does. Okay, so but it's like but it's not like surrounding you. It's actually a 10-foot cube coming off of you. So like imagine a cube in front of you. 15 foot in front of you. So it would be like this. I don't know if I can draw it, but it would be like, imagine like, it's like this. Like, not surrounding you. You're not in the middle of it. It's coming off of you.
Okay.
Like, you're not standing in the middle of it. It's like a 15-foot cube emanating from you.
Okay.
So there's not really a good way to do it and not catch Granite Guts.
So the cube originates from me, but not me in the center.
Right. I was very confused by this too. I had to read the rules because I always assumed that it was like this.
Right. I thought I was in the center and it was a...
I always assumed it was that, but it is not that. It is like you're outside of it.
Oh. Well then, never mind. I mean,
Well,
I'll still
Harkus-
do it since I did it.
Yeah, I mean, it's done. Harkus, you're up. I love it when stuff happens unexpected to people. Caught in the spell wash. It happens.
Sorry about that.
Did Harkus run off for something? He must have.
I'm
He
here.
did.
I'm gonna gonna run up here and start swinging at this guy with my double-handed quarterstaff.
Swing-a-ling.
Rolled the wrong one. Hold on.
Be like a 5 doesn't hit. 17 does hit for 5 damage. Okay, for 9 damage.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me roll the attack again.
Okay, second attack. 11 is a miss.
I mean, that one's fairy fired. You have advantage.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
On both of those, you could fish for a crit.
Yeah, you could fish for crit if you like.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
So give me a roll for the crit. Okay, you didn't get the crit. Give me a roll for the 11. Okay, so the second one does hit. With advantage. Okay, 5. Any flurry of blows action?
So, what I'm actually going to do is spend a key point and make one of them a stunning strike.
Okay.
Which leaves them stunned here.
Okay. Yeah, they have to make a con save against your monk save, whatever your monk save is, and if they fail, they are stunned. What is the save for you? It's like 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your level or something.
Where do I see that? It says DC 13.
Okay, so that guy made DC 13 con save. All right, see what they got. 21. Alas, not stunned.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Now can I do my unarmed strike against him?
You...
Or does that count as my bonus action?
It is your bonus action to stunning strike. Yep. All right. It is their turn. They're surrounded. This one's going to bring its giant pick down upon you, Harkus. Oh my god. That's a double fail. And... the other one is going to bring its giant pick down on, I think, Granite Guts. Actually, you know what, Granite Guts? You're wielding this, like, sunbeam weapon in your hands. It's like a giant flaming hammer. I think it's going to try to rip that out of your hands. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to disarm you. Rip that thing out of your hands. So, he's going to make a grapple check against you to grapple you first. So, make me a contested strength check. Yep. All right. So, he wrestles with you, but you are stronger than it is. And it is not able to wrestle you down to the ground. As you two are tussling as it's trying to grab this giant flaming hammer that you're holding. Ordella, you're up.
Okay. Now that sword I got, anything special? Or
Not that you know of yet. Are you just going to grab it and swing it? See?
Might as well. All right. What's this purple dot on this one?
He's fairy fired. You have advantage on your attacks.
Okay.
So
Then
you can add a short sword to your inventory.
Okay. Well, I'll do that in a minute. I'm gonna hit him with my great axe.
Okay. That's a miss.
Of course it is. And again.
You had advantage.
Oh yeah, well then it hits on your first attack because he's fairy fired. 21.
Okay.
Hits.
And then
Holy cow.
And then the second attack.
All right. Yeah, that hits. Ordella, describe how you chop the head off of this big dwarf, because I don't think there's any way you can not kill him. So just describe to me what happens here.
I just take a big swing and just slice right through.
and it just sort of flumps over. He shrinks down to like normal dwarf size as he falls. Granite Guts, you're up. The other one has got his hands like on you, trying to grab you to get your weapon away from you.
Okay, the fact that he has laid hands on this blessed relic has infuriated me. And so I am going to say, go back to the darkness, you foul thing, and I am going to spend a spell slot to charge Divine Smite with the hammer here.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2d8 radiant damage plus an additional d8.
It's not an undead.
Every spell slot that is above first level. So I'm going to expend a level 2 spell slot, which, if I understand correctly, should make that 3d8.
Correct. So you have to hit, but this thing is like a +2 magical weapon. So
correct.
You're going to be like plus a lot to hit. So +9 to hit or something stupid.
Okay, so quick question.
Yes.
Quick ruling here. So this is, again, this is a test drive, right?
Yep.
So how does this work in relation to the laser beam or the sunbeam? Are those two distinct attacks? Because my intent was to pile them on top of each other.
You're not going to be able to do both. You can't. You're not going to be able to sunbeam him and hit him with a hammer. You're going to have to choose what you're doing.
Oh, that's just unfair.
The sunbeam is also concentration, so I think that if you're going to swing the hammer like to Divine Smite, you're probably breaking your concentration on the sunbeam.
Okay, so we're just going to. So then we're going to stick with the sunbeam.
You're not going to break the sunbeam concentration and swing it. You're going to just point the hammer at it and sunbeam it.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Okay, so he needs to make a con save.
Okay, so that is going to be. I've got to refresh
critical
my memory
success.
Here. That was 68.
Yep. Okay, so now he takes 14. He's not blinded by it, but he is angered, for sure. Toot, you're up.
All right, I'll pop around the corner, see that we've only still got one left, and I will look at them and say, what would dwarves name a movie about an underground drinking tournament? Mead for mead. And I'll cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Critical fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
It takes 4 psychic, and you see him sort of, a little bit.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Oh, that's good. Leonard, you're up.
All right. We are going to do Firebolt once again.
Okay.
12. That might not do it.
That's not going to do it.
All right, and I'm going to move back behind Toot.
Harkus. Leonard has fled the scene.
All right, well, I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna do what I do. Start swinging my quarterstaff a couple times. Dang it, why do I keep hitting the wrong one?
I don't know.
Dumbass,
You're special.
I guess.
That hits.
All right.
Hey, so far it's worked. So
I mean,
you're basically the Donatello of this group. You're hitting him with your big stick.
love it.
and this one's very fire.
So we got Leonardo and Donatello.
Basically.
All right, so I missed the second time, I guess.
All right. Yep.
So I'm gonna flurry of blows him. Just
Oh, okay. That's a miss. Get one more. That's also a miss. It's going to war pick down upon you. That is a critical hit.
But it's with disadvantage, so unfortunately it's not.
Oh, that's right. You viciously mocked, so he misses.
Ooh.
Saved. I love it. 10 misses. Or is it just one attack?
It's just the next attack, so the first one.
So does a 16 hit you then, Marcus?
Did I get some bonus to my AC?
You got a +1 for as long as you have your temporary hit points. So once the temporary hit points go away, you no longer have bonus to your AC.
Okay, so that meets then.
Okay. Well, then it's probably going to eliminate your temp hit points. 13 piercing, so you're going to lose 8 temporary hit points. And then 5 of your own.
No, I had 13 temporary hit points.
Yeah, so I rolled an 8 and it's plus my level, so he got 13 temp.
Well, then just all that happens is your temporary hit points vanish.
Okay.
As the shield that Toot had around you, basically, there's a shimmering shield around you that just vanishes as the pick cracks it. And Ordella, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna come up and hit him. Let's see, I'll try something different. My warhammer, let me do that.
That's a hit.
Sweet.
Ordella, describe what happens as you bludgeon this guy and he collapses.
Hit him in the face and his head just like jerks to the side and it spits out blood and he collapses.
And he just collapses down.
Mm-hmm.
In this
Slow
room,
motion.
you can see it's a large empty room. There's snow that's drifted into the corners and frost-covered stone walls. You're able to see outside the 3 barred openings that overlook the snow-covered grounds outside that you were standing over. And that's where you guys are now. There is a door to the left there. Starting with Granite Guts, what are you doing, Granite Guts?
Let's see. I remember that there was some good dwarven armor in the other room, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would like to investigate it.
Yeah, there's Harkus took a set.
Oh, okay. So Harkus
There
has
is-
it on his person.
Well, I found the sword and the dwarven armor.
Did you take the armor? There were
I
two
did
sets.
not.
There were
No.
2 sets of dwarven armor.
No, I left the armor.
So yeah, there is a nice set of scale mail dwarven-sized armor in the other room.
Okay. I might use that.
Try it on.
It appears to
Yeah.
be some sort of like dragon scale or something. It's
Ooh.
nice.
Okay.
Um,
Do I need to sit and study it for a little bit to find out anything about it, or is it pretty self-explanatory?
It appears at the surface to be armor.
Super helpful.
I've tried to squeeze my giant self into this tiny dwarf armor at this point.
A big man in a little coat.
It doesn't.
Armor.
It doesn't fit. You guys are
Clearly.
Everybody roll perception.
At this point, I'm sitting on the ground and I'm trying to fashion some sort of lashes out of the hides that I have with me that can.
Yeah, Ordella
Try to
to
make it
Granite
fit.
Guts. You hear the sounds of commotion happening further deeper
Uh-oh.
into this fortress. As your presence has clearly been detected, there is ongoing commotion happening.
Okay. Then perhaps some good armor would help me.
Harkus, it doesn't appear to fit. You do look like Batman in a little coat from Batman.
Do you require assistance getting out of it?
You look like me trying to put on a dress shirt these days.
That guy in a little coat.
I'm going to look over at Granite Guts and just sort of go, which way to the gym?
It fits you perfectly, Granite Guts. But yeah, you'd have to like have like an hour of study to determine if it's like got magical powers or something.
Anything
Are you-
special?
Are you gonna sit here for an hour to study the armor with the commotion going on of you've
I guess
invaded
we'll
this
wait.
keep?
I
Be like,
guess we'll
I'm gonna
wait.
sit right here and look at this
You
armor.
guys go on. I'll be right
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah,
Just
I'll just assume that it's not a poisoning armor of internal snake venom or something like that, and I'll go ahead and
Fingers
change into it.
crossed.
As you put on the armor,
You are
find that
possessed by
these-
I'm
dark
possessed,
power.
cursed, and
you find that the scales begin to bind to your skin. And
You're
like,
now a
clamp-
dragon.
No, you're not. I'm just kidding. It's just armor. No,
First
that's
armor.
just a joke. It's just
Okay,
armor.
so is this dwarven plate?
No, it is scale mail.
Now
Scale
you
mail.
turn into a
So-
dwarf.
Does this suit of armor by chance fit
A dwarf.
our wizard friend?
Your wizard friend is not a dwarf. It's a
Oh,
human.
this is worse than what I had. This is just mail. It's not
He's
armor.
pretty small.
It's scale mail.
Oh, well, I had chain mail, which is better.
This is I can tell you this is very fine looking.
It's very pretty,
Better.
well polished.
It's well made. Looks good.
This is worse.
It's special.
It's worse.
Not cursed. Totally not cursed.
Scale mail's
Put it
what?
on.
AC 17 base?
I
AC
can't.
16 and this other's 14.
So
But
your
it's
AC.
style.
so
You're
your
doing
AC 's
it for
better.
style.
No,
Fashion.
no, my AC's better with the chainmail. What I've already got.
Yeah, but you have disadvantage. I should have been making you roll. You had chainmail on. You
Yeah.
have disadvantage on every check. You clunky clunkerson.
No,
You're not.
Clunky
You're not getting away with
clunkerson.
any of that.
But no, it's a very quiet, well-oiled chainmail. It's fine.
It's stealthy
It's fine.
chainmail.
It's fine.
It's fine.
The Cadillac,
Yeah,
it's well
scale
oiled.
mail is AC 14. What's your AC now?
16.
Yeah. So
A very quiet 16.
are you
Mm.
putting on? Are you putting on the very fancy suit of dragon?
No,
scale
it's
armor?
worse.
Toss it down.
Yeah, I just fling it
Hey,
on.
jingle,
and say,
jingle.
"Buff." What a trifle trinket this turned out to be. Which is probably a catastrophic idea. It's probably glorious, but
As Cantrell's still trying to get out his armor.
Okay. All right.
Well,
so
I mean,
Granite-
I don't
so
have.
Granite
I
Guts,
can't.
Granite
I'm
Guts
still trying to
throws.
put the armor on.
Granite
can't-
Guts throws down the masterwork set of
Come over to
dwarven
assist you.
dragon scale mail. That is
Well, can I
made-
carry it with me?
Yeah, you can take it with you.
In your
Well, I
pocket.
don't have a backpack. No, wait, I do have a backpack. As a matter of fact, I have 9 of them. That's probably not what that
Do you have
means.
a bag of holding?
No,
Okay,
I've got
well,
a
then
bag of beans.
you
I
can
I
go-
can just empty out
That's
the
the same
beans and put the
thing.
armor in it.
All those magic beans go into waste.
Oh, Jesus, don't do that.
Yeah, I'll try to stuff it in my backpack, I guess.
Okay, you're able to shove it in there. Yep. It shoves into your backpack, the suit of armor. There is commotion that is now much louder happening opposite this door over here.
I feel
I'm
like
not opening another door.
I
What?
feel like I
I've
have to
learned
give
my
some
lesson.
sort of compromise here. I'm going to be forced to empty out of my backpack the elven fishy goblet of palatability that I got some time ago. It
I
will
have
no
no
longer
idea what
fit my pack.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It makes
It makes
everything
things
taste
taste
good.
good.
Oh, okay. You're getting rid of a magical item.
I feel like there has to be a compromise there somewhere.
I'll pick up his leavings.
Just follow behind them.
Leonard
Like, ooh,
grabs
piece of candy.
Leonard grabs the magical goblet. Was that Homer Simpson? Oh no, Peter grabbed piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
All right. What are you doing before something just happens to you?
Oh.
I mean, the
waiting
world
on
is
other people.
The world is reacting right now. If you choose just to sit here, something's going to happen to you.
What is over here? What do we see?
Over where? A door.
Over in front of us, like over this way. Like over here. Is that a door, a window,
This
or
is
what
a
is
door. This is a door.
Is there a way we can secure the door?
It is closed. It has a handle. You don't see anything in this room.
Does it open towards us?
It is a door.
Yes. I'm going to wedge this useless piece of armor underneath the door.
It appears to open away from you.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my javelins. No, the lance. I don't use the lance anymore. I jam the lance in the door, like the handle loop, to sort of secure the door, to prevent it from opening.
Okay, so you're trying to barricade yourself in this room
for the moment.
Are we staying in here for a little while? Is that the plan?
Or we could go back up to the top.
You know, that's true, because we could
back up to the top of what?
Back up through
the hatch.
Because they think we're in here. So we could loop around and then go in the front door, because I'm sure they won't suspect that.
They'll never suspect a frontal assault.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Because they think we're going to do a backle assault.
We have made a hell of a lot of noise here.
Jeff has that look like.
Okay.
One, they're taking a long time, and two, they don't understand what a trap door really is. It's a one-way.
No, it's definitely.
We left it open.
It can definitely go
open the door. I'm just going to open the door.
Leonard, as you open the door, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
There we go. You said you weren't going to do it.
Leonard, a poison arrow shoots at your face. Oh no. Leonard, it catches you square in the face.
Okay, hold on a second.
It's Leonard.
Hold on a second. So
Leonard has a poison arrow sticking out of his noggin.
Hold on. I have a.
I'm holding.
I have a deflect missiles attack. Missiles.
Okay, you're going to try to catch the poison arrow and redirect it.
I can use a reaction to catch a missile.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I'll give you this. Go ahead and roll
Make it so.
It says I can use a reaction to deflect or catch a missile. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 8.
All right. Jesus. Leonard, you take 5 piercing and 1
Can I catch
poison.
Leonard's missile? Hold on.
There's an arrow that's flying at Leonard's head, and you're going to try to catch it out of the air.
Crap, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, there. View and see.
So you did 9.
Well, no, I didn't mean to roll those. I was trying to just put it in here.
Third level, use your action to deflect or catch the missile when you're hit by a ranged attack. When you are hit, you were not hit by this.
But I'm sort of standing right next to him. I mean, it seems like I could reach out.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to say roll me a dexterity check. Let's see if you can reach out. Since this was not targeted at you, and grab this poison arrow out of the air.
A check or just the okay?
Just roll me dex.
I just want to point out that he's like not organic, so really is poison going to hurt him?
So yes, you, Harkus, Leonard opens the door, and you remember that the trapdoor was trapped. And as Leonard opens the door, an arrow blasts out at Leonard's noggin, and you just reach up and snatch it out of the air.
Wow.
Just clean out of the air right before it hits Leonard square in the face. But as you open that door, immediately swinging to bring the door down is a giant, like crusted, dead-looking thing with a huge morning star that was swinging it down to try to break the door base, just to like smash the door down on top of you. And the morning
does he have to roll to maintain his footing?
Sure.
So just
he does.
I don't want to beat this dead horse, but I also have this. which if I catch the missile and deflect it and still have a free hand, I can then make a ranged attack.
You can spend a key point. You can yes. You can spend a key point. This is in your hand. You see this giant ogre zombie that is like trying to bust the door down.
Oh.
He's got a morning star that is coming directly down on your face. You can spend a key point to fling the poisoned arrow.
I've grabbed it with I guess my right hand.
And you're able to flick.
I've got the short bow in the other hand. I put the poison arrow into the short bow, and I'm firing it at the giant thing flying at it.
Yep.
Oh, please work. This will be fantastic. Please roll something good. No, that didn't do it.
Yes. You flick it back. This thing does not have a very big AC. It's a big ogre. And it catches it square in the face. Just as you grab the arrow out of the air, this giant zombie ogre is bringing down a morning star trying to beat the door down. And you just instinctually flick the arrow right back at his face. And it hits him right between the eyes. Just the arrow just right between the eyes. Roll me the damage and then add a d6 poison damage. 6 plus a 1d6. 3, so 9. That was the craziest, event ever. I'm going to say that his attack, which was going to be an 18 against Leonard, is, I think, stunned by being hit between the eyes by a poisoned arrow out of nowhere. And he just falls back into initiative order. And it growls loudly at you. Toot, you hear this thing. I think it sort of stumbles through the door kind of halfway. Toot, you're at the top of initiative.
Okay. I think this reminds me of a story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a notice me. So, I'm just going to remember a tale from beyond. Which is a bonus action to remember it. And then as my action, Harcus is the one right in front of it, right?
Yes, it's Harcus and Leonard next to each other.
Perfect. We'll go with Harcus because he seems to be the thing that's trying to be the tank. And I will bestow the Tales of Beyond to Harcus. So you bite back if you get hit, essentially.
Okay.
All right. Leonard, you're up.
All right.
It just sort of grunts.
I am going to cast Shocking Grasp.
You're going to grab it.
Yeah. 13.
It's the grossest thing you've ever grabbed. It does hit.
3 lightning damage.
Okay. As it sort of growls. Leonard, behind you in the room in the distance, you hear the whoop whoop sounds of Dwergar biggie-sizing themselves. And taking up defensive positions. Do they have any weapons? I think they do have some ranged stuff. Yep, they're gonna toss a javelin. They're gonna toss javelins at Harcus. javelin, enlarged, ranged. All right. Crit on Harkus.
Seems like I should have at least partial cover behind this giant undead thing.
This is a missile. You can try to deflect this missile.
Oh yeah, I'm going to deflect the missile.
You can certainly try. You can use your reaction to try to deflect it.
Okay.
When you take, third level, you use your reaction to deflect missiles when you're hit by a ranged weapon attack. When you do so, now this is a deflect missiles is an action.
It says one reaction.
One reaction. You only get one reaction per turn, so you've already used your reaction to do it once. So never mind.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So 12 piercing, and the other one is going to do the same thing. It's going to throw a javelin at you. It critically misses.
And that seems like that hits the zombie thing.
I just flies.
Okay, so I'm going to two-handed swing my quarterstaff at the undead thing.
That hits. Okay. All right. 11 is a hit. Not a big AC. 4.
And then I'm going to flurry of blows that guy.
Hits. Okay. More. All right, one more.
Oh, there we go.
Crit. All right. 12. Okay. It's the ogre zombie's turn. It's gonna bring that morning star down on top of you. 22 to hit. I don't know why this is rolling quietly.
Yeah, that does.
He takes a D8 of force damage.
Oh yeah, he does.
Every time he hits him.
All right, does 14 bludgeoning damage to you, Harkus. Go ahead and roll the D8. The zombie is sort of like blown backwards. I think what happens is it hits Harkus with that morning star, and it just deflects off of Harkus and bounces backwards and clocks him in the face.
How much did he hit me for?
14.
14? Okay.
And it goes, "Urgh." Bordella, you're up.
See, I'm muted. I'm going to attack with my Warhammer again. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh, it did? Oh, sweet. Okay.
One-handed or two-handed?
2.
Okay.
Sweet. And then again.
It hits.
Yay.
14. Cadillac Renegads, your light from your staff has been extinguished. There's no more sunbeam. You're up.
Okay. I am going to use. I'm going to exhaust my movement, which will get me to right here, and I will use a bonus action to cast the Blessing of Sylvanus upon the lance to give it divine favor.
I will remind you that you get a bonus from your hammer against undead creatures.
Right, but I can't get to him.
Okay.
So I've got to use the lance because it has reach.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to I'm going to charge up my lance here, and it glows with an otherworldly glow here and gets 1d4 if I hit. So let's see. We are going to give. So it's been a while since we've given somebody a poke. Let's see if it still remembers how to poke. Oh yes, it does.
It pokes real good.
This lance, it's really good at poking.
Expert poker.
It is an expert poker.
Jesus.
Okay, and then that's going to be roll 1d4. Oh, for flip's sake. Well, I mean, that's better.
I don't think that rolled the crit damage.
No, I don't think it did.
So roll another d12. Just a d12.
Oh, hold on.
It's not plus 5.
Yeah. Sorry, discount that because that was the automatic thing. Roll 12. Oh no! Oh no! Terrible, très terrible.
Oh well, you know.
Très terrible. Well, you can't have them all.
Can't win them all.
Cannot win them all.
Yep. All right.
Well, I helped, I guess.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did. Toots up.
Okay. So I guess I'll look at him and say, why are most dwarves barred from drinking liquor? Because they're all minors. Wisdom saving throw as I cast Vicious Mockery.
It rolls a 0.
Oh.
Wow.
It just looks like it goes.
I might as well have too. But it has disadvantage on its next attack roll. And can I use my movement to try to move a little bit farther away from this?
Yeah.
I'll get to like there. That's all I'm doing.
Leonard, you're up.
All right. Going to firebolt it.
Okay.
For 7 fire damage.
As you do that, the zombie drops down on the ground, and it took. Let's see here. Makes a Constitution. It's going to make a saving throw. Con save. And it stands back up. It falls down on the ground, burning, but then stands right back up.
Even though I killed it with fire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even though you killed it with fire. It's not a Yeti. He's got a little burning. He's got a little burn. He's not a troll. He got a little burn on him.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
From the background, a couple more like javelins are going to come flinging. I guess the only one that's really not undercover is Harkus. So Harkus, you're not undercover.
Oh, they both missed. Thank God.
Yeah, and you're up.
Okay. All right. Well, all I know how to do is
Punch. It's a very useful skill. That hits. Does 5 damage. And hang on. Zombie falls down dead. Stands back up.
Okay, then I hit him with the 14.
Hits. No damage. Falls down dead. Stands back up.
Okay, and then I'm going to flurry of blows the stupid thing.
Okay. Hits. Falls down dead. Stands back up. Hits. You kill it real good. Stands back up. Looks at you.
Oh, crap. Damn it. Okay. I meant to stunning strike the stupid thing and I forgot.
It pushes past you into the room. Leonard, you could take a melee opportunity attack if you like.
Oh, absolutely I will.
Leonard's melee.
Leonard's melee is...
Yeah, that's a miss.
Miss. All right.
And it's going to level its hammer down upon Harkus, I think.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Harkus, does 15 hit you?
Yep.
Okay.
It takes force damage.
Well, it's disadvantaged because it has it was mocked. So
That too.
13.
Does not hit.
All right, so it misses. It pushes into the room. Ordella, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to smash him with my warhammer and fail.
That's a big miss.
And again. And
double crit fail.
Wow.
Cadillac Granite Guts, you're up.
Okay, I am now going to use my bonus. This is what everybody's been waiting for. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself. I know everybody's been anxiously awaiting that.
I am, because if you use a bonus action, then your hammer doesn't become active because you have to use a bonus action to ignite your hammer again.
What? That's not true.
Mm-hmm.
That is not true in the slightest.
Mm.
When holding the rod,
That doesn't sound right.
A crackling radiance which emits a bright light, and you can use.
Well, holding the rod, the wielder can use their bonus.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. But I did this early on in the game, so it's still active.
And no, it's not active anymore. It's been well more than a minute. You just used the lance. It became a rod again.
You're just making this stuff up. Okay. So, so
I love the notion that you're not going to be able to use your new powerful toy because I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
So I'm not going to give myself shielding. I am going to instead use my bonus
hammer
action to light the hammerhead. And then I am going to beat the stuffings out of this guy with said
Can you say
hammer.
something really cool as you do it?
No.
I don't say. I'm sorry. I don't
Disappointment.
say no at all.
I do not. I'm just getting to business.
Let's get down to
Am I getting to business?
Yeah,
to defeat.
that hits. Wait a minute. What is your strength?
38.
No, seriously. What's your plus to strength?
+3.
+3. Okay. What is your proficiency bonuses? +3, right? You're proficient with warhammers, right? You're
yes.
a paladin. So
yes, I should be.
This should be +8 to hit, not +6. Because if you were strength +3, proficiency bonus plus another 3, that's +6. And this is a 2+ magical weapon.
I don't know that it's no, it is tagged as a warhammer. I don't know why it's not doing it.
It's not adding in the 2+. I don't know. My math says this should be +8 to hit.
Well, if you let me do the Shield of Faith, we'll call it even.
No, we're just gonna say you hit 14.
Okay.
That hits.
Or we could do that. Okay.
I need to check D&D Beyond because it seems like it should be more than +6.
Okay. Okay. I'm not. Okay. I'll just go ahead and roll the damage then.
Yep.
And because I don't want to take up gameplay trying to figure out the finesseries of D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 11, and it is an undead. So it does 15 damage.
Correct.
It falls down dead. It has to roll a saving throw. That mother effer stands back up.
but
no, wait. The damage reduces the zombie's 0 hit points. It must make a con saving throw +5. The damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit, it explodes into death.
Okay,
well, radiant damage.
I was going to say, though, this is an actual attack. You're not taking this away from me. I'm going to hit him again.
No, that's an attack. That's definitely an attack.
This is a proper attack, not the fake attack that you conned me into earlier.
Yeah, that is an attack. And this should be +8 to hit. And actually, it should be 17 damage total, because I don't think it gave you the +2 bonus there either. It did not.
Okay. Well, I'll have to sort that out.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing it. It's only give you +3. It gave you a D10 +3, which is your +3. Well, I'll look at your character sheet and figure it out later.
Cool.
It is dead. I think that there are Dwergar that are threatening you in the other room. I think this is as good a place as any, even though we're in the middle of sort of a combat situation, to call it for the night.
Yes.
Since we're going to stay in here for a week, should I now bar the door with my lance?
The door is open.
I think that ship might have sailed.
There are Dwergar on the other side. I'll leave you with
that.
a little. I'll leave you with the little epilogue. You hear them scream, "Protect Lord Sunblight! The plans must continue." In Dwarvish, you catch just sort of like that little bits of broken Dwarvish. Protect Lord Sunblight. The plans must continue.
That doesn't sound like a fine and uplifting character.
I know, right? It's an unfortunate name.
And we will leave it there for the evening. Let me kill the music for the outro music. I hope everybody had a good time today.
Indeed.
A lot of combat in this one. We'll pick it up next time, where there are Dwergar that have biggie-sized themselves in the opposite room. They are preparing to make mincemeat out of you. And that's a really cool magical weapon. I'm glad you got it. You may have found other magical items that you've tossed us under today. We'll find out later. Until next time.
All right.
Night, y'all.
Night.
Y'all.